Thank you all for being here today. I'm Shannon Zimmerman, Director of Communications for Hempfield. I'm here today with a wide range of school students to discuss their feelings on our school budget. What do you know about the budget? John, we'll start with you.
I know the budget's been pretty tight lately. The school's trying to work their way around all the obstacles that they're facing this year, but I haven't had too much to complain. I haven't been affected by it that much as of yet.
Okay. We'll jump over to this side of the table. Joel, what do you know about the budget?
I know that it's very tight and that the school is trying to work things out to get it balanced. And I know that in order to do so, they're having to cut several extracurricular activities, anywhere from theater to sports to all different sorts of things.
Okay. Michelle, anything to add?
From the stuff that I'm learning, I've noticed that it seems like more arts has been more cut than sports.
Okay. What aspects of the budget personally affect you? And I'll start with you, Olivia.
The part of the budget that affected me most as a student was how the budget affected staffing and how staffing affects scheduling, because Hempfield High School currently runs on a block schedule and has for the past 4 or 5 years. But due to the tight budget, they might have had to switch back to 9 periods a day next year. And as a junior, having done 3 out of the 4 years of my high school career in block scheduling, it would have been a really, really drastic and difficult change to go back to 9 periods a day, because it would affect how colleges saw my transcript when I was applying, and it would just be a really hard transition to make.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit about the block scheduling some more, Kylie? How it has impacted you and the thought that maybe it would go away with some of the staffing reductions?
Yeah, well, when I first heard about block scheduling going back to the regular 9-period school day, I was concerned because I enjoy spending class, talking to my teacher, getting to know them like more on a personal level than I would without block scheduling.
Great. It's good feedback to have. What are your biggest concerns about the budget? I think Joel will kick it over to you to start.
My biggest concern is that things that students rely on, such as busing or certain activities that they rely on to express themselves in certain ways, if they're cut, then what happens is that the district is taking away from a student's ability to express themselves in a public setting, and so that often causes troubles.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I think it's important that students have extracurriculars because everyone has their different strengths, and so they need to find an outlet where to apply their strengths, and that's not necessarily always in the classroom. So it might be on the stage or on the field. So I think that extracurriculars really should get at least some money out of the budget so that somehow students can find their strength.
Sure. What extracurriculars are you involved in?
Personally, I am involved in dance theater in the spring, and I'm also a part of National Art Honor Society. I'm also a member of the yearbook club. So,
Great.
yeah.
And John, you? What extracurriculars?
I'm involved in lacrosse and varsity club. Varsity club obviously hasn't taken that big of a hit because they bring in a lot of their own income. And lacrosse hasn't done much yet, but at the middle school level, it's dropped down to club. I hope that doesn't happen with the high school level, but with the way the budget's been working out, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. And Michelle, are you worried that certain activities will get cut or downsized?
Like for one, I'm in marching band, so something in the arts, everything music-wise, it's very important to me. So hearing that the fall play was cut, that's something that I wanted to try out for, and I can't do that now, and it's my senior year. So that's a downside. And marching band, we can't go to away games, so we can't support our football team. And if they win or lose, we can't be there for them when they're away.
So what's your biggest concern about next year? Joel?
My biggest concern is related to the block scheduling. I'm just starting to get used to the schedule that seems to flow very nicely, and it runs very smoothly, and it all works very well, and I have lots of time with my teachers to be able to learn and grow in certain areas. And if the time is cut so that I have 9 classes a day, then I won't have that amount of time, and it'll cause problems in my classes.
There's going to be lots of changes and probably lots of decreases in like what the opportunities we get to have. So I just worry for the future of if like my younger sibling will not have, or any of the younger students will not have the same opportunities that I had.
Okay, thanks for your time. And now back to Gretchen and Rachel.